Galactic Leaders Insult Humans. Their unexpected response shakes the galaxy. The grand hall of the Galactic Concord glittered with starlight. Delegates from every major civilization filled the chamber, scaled, furred, crystalline, and chitinous. It was the first full assembly to include humans. Humanity had joined the Concord a century ago, proving creative and reckless in equal measure. To the old empires, they were still newcomers, soft-skinned creatures from a chaotic world, tolerated but never respected. At the center stood Ambassador Elias Ward, Earth's representative. He wore a plain black uniform, no rank medals, no armor. The simplicity itself offended several species. So fragile, hissed a Threxian diplomat. A prey species in a predator's council, rumbled a Vulcan general. Perhaps their bravery is ignorance, whispered an Arathi noble, voice like glass. Elias heard it all and smiled. The mockery. The Council of Founders opened the meeting with concern over human expansion. In barely a decade, humans had colonized worlds other races considered uninhabitable: frozen rocks, high-gravity spheres, and toxic atmospheres. Ambassador Ward, said the Vulcan general, your kind spreads without restraint. You claim worlds no sane species would touch. Such recklessness threatens stability. We don't claim, Elias replied evenly. We survive. It's our habit. Laughter rippled through the hall. Survive, jeered a Threxian. Your kind barely endures your own climate shifts. You speak of resilience, chimed the Arathi, yet you break bones from a fall. The insults layered, bitter and mocking. Elias let them. When silence finally returned, he raised his head. You misunderstand us, he said softly. You measure strength by armor and claws. We measure it by persistence. The death world. He tapped his console. A holographic projection filled the air, earth, blue and storm-lashed. This is our home. By your classification, it's a death world. Volcanic instability, predator density, microbial hostility, all at lethal levels. Our planet never stops trying to kill us. Images flashed, volcanoes erupting, hurricanes shredding coasts, lightning clawing across cities. We built civilizations in floodplains, deserts, ice, and jungles. Every time nature struck, we adapted. That's how we evolved. The Vulcan scoffed. Hardship is not uniqueness. Many species endure. True, said Elias. But you escaped yours. We didn't. We learned to thrive inside it. The laughter stopped. The lesson of fragility. You mock our weakness, Elias continued. Yet fragility forced us to become clever. We break bones, then heal stronger. We scar, then grow tougher. Pain is not our enemy, it's our teacher. The holo changed, humans climbing Everest, diving into abyssal trenches, walking on the moon, building cities where no life should exist. Every failure gave us innovation. Every disaster forged technology. Our species survives not because we're strong, but because nothing kills our will to adapt. He looked around, voice steady. You call yourselves apex species. But every one of you depends on stable environments, narrow comfort zones. Strip those away, and you die. Strip ours away, and we invent new ways to live. The challenge. The Vulcan general slammed his taloned fist on the table. Enough philosophy. Words are wind. Show proof. Elias smiled faintly. Gladly. He activated another holo, a live feed from a human outpost on Ikari's Prime, a Class 8 world. Its storms were acidic, its gravity double standard, its surface unbreathable. You declared this planet uninhabitable 2 centuries ago, Elias said. Our people landed there 6 months ago. Gasps echoed as the feed showed thriving colonies, domes carved into cliffs, acid converted into fuel, humans walking in reinforced suits under lightning-split skies. No shields from your designs. No imported systems. Just humans adapting. The Arathi noble's crystalline voice trembled. You altered yourselves to survive there. Yes, said Elias. We modified our genes, our lungs, our microbes. We changed ourselves faster than the planet could kill us. Uproar. Blasphemy. Unstable. Suicidal. Delegates shouted until Elias raised a hand. You fear change. We are change. The warning. The Kalari High Chancellor spoke gravely. Ambassador, what is your purpose in revealing this? To threaten us? No, said Elias. To remind you that we are not what you think. You see a fragile newcomer. But our fragility made us unstoppable. He looked across the hall. You've never seen us desperate. You've only seen us restrained, polite. You call us unpredictable because we refuse extinction. He pressed another command. A final holo appeared, archival footage of the Akron War, when a rogue AI swarm consumed an entire star system. Humans fought on worlds wreathed in plasma storms, oxygenless and radioactive. Every other species had declared the zone lost. Yet the footage showed human Marines fighting in burning armor, reprogramming enemy drones mid-battle, and detonating reactors by hand to cut off the swarm. That war ended because humans refused to surrender, Elias said. We outlasted machines that never slept. The room was silent but for the low hum of translation units. That's what you mock when you call us fragile, he said softly. We don't break, we bend. And we never stay bent for long. The moment the galaxy changed. The Arathi noble's voice was thin as glass. Then what do you want from this council, human? Elias smiled faintly. Respect. Partnership. A voice equal to yours. He started toward the exit, then paused. But if respect is too much to ask, then remember this. We don't need your worlds or your protection. We'll make our own. Wherever we go, life follows or it learns to. He glanced back, eyes glinting. And if any of you decide to make humanity your enemy, his voice dropped to a whisper. Then you'll remember what a death world truly breeds. He walked out. The doors sealed behind him with a whisper of finality. The fallout. The chamber stayed silent for a full minute after his departure. The Vorkan general finally spoke, voice rough. Do we believe him? The Kalari Chancellor answered, I saw the live feed. I believe. The Threxian delegate clacked his mandibles nervously. Perhaps, a cooperative research treaty is wise. The Arathi noble said nothing, crystalline hands trembling faintly as she deleted her proposed sanctions against Earth. Outside, on every comm channel, the story spread faster than light. Pilots whispered it in bars, soldiers repeated it in bunkrooms, and merchants traded the phrase that now circled the stars. Never provoke the deathworlders. Epilogue. Weeks later, Elias Ward stood aboard the human flagship Resolute, watching the stars slide past. A message came through from the Concord official recognition of full human parity within the assembly. He smiled faintly. Humanity had earned respect not by war, but by truth. He closed the message and looked toward the endless dark. Out there, dozens of worlds waited, worlds the galaxy had deemed uninhabitable. To humans, that word meant something else entirely. Challenge accepted.